So hello everybody, here from Skelwith. Great to be talking to you today. Unfortunately today, as you can see, is not the nice sunny day it was yesterday when the Prime Minister made his announcement that we were going to be able to open. It's a shame really, because today it's raining and it's overcast. But certainly yesterday I think it made us all feel better. The sun was shining. We had that bright, smiley feel about the day, and hopefully that's the way that we're going to continue. So we are going to open on the 12th of April. This was set out by the Prime Minister yesterday. Lots of detail in there, and we only hear the headlines, but when we actually search through the detail, there are some details there. So it's not going to be a complete wheels off, but you're certainly going to be able to come up to your static holiday caravans as a single family. You're not going to be able to have guests, and then as time goes on the requirements are going to change, and that's going to be relaxed. But the good news is that from the 12th of April Skelwith will be opening its doors to our holiday home customers. Touring customers, we've just got to wait and see. There's a little bit of detail around how that's going to happen. But from my point of view, I'm really pleased, in spite of the fact that it's not sunny today. I'm really pleased that the Prime Minister has made this choice, and I and the rest of the team just can't wait to welcome you back. I thought it would be appropriate, given that I've not spoken to you for a while, just to run you through some of the stuff that's been going on the park and some of the work that we've been doing this winter, including the clearing up after the tree work, which we told you about at the end of last year. So we start off by showing you a quick time-lapse piece of the offices under construction, the extension to the offices, so that gives us more office space. Going to be vitally important from when COVID hit. Also some of the tree work and how these two are interrelated, so we'll show you about that later. But this is the work going on from the Remoran virus, which meant that we had to take out all the larches. You can see the tidy up down towards the reed bed, and in the area where the larch trees were close to the caravans, and those trees, it's opened that area up quite a lot, and in time that will green up and become quite pleasant. This was a place last year where I did my video from with Mischief, the spaniel, which you can just see in the foreground. And what an area of devastation this is. You can see how much it's opened that area, and for those of you in the area from sort of 0 to 20, what a big difference that's going to make. Just look to the right hand side, you can just see the deer running across the road there. So on site we've got somebody milling the timber for us. Some of it is going off to the wood yard, some of it is being milled on site, depending on use, and some of it will also be used around the new play area, which I'll show you a little bit later on. Some of the larch we're going to use around the outside of the office block, which is going to be quite a nice thing, that at least we've kept some of that. The normality has started to come back. We've got caravan movements, which is great news. We've got caravans both going out and also coming in. So we're working hard to make sure that those of you who have ordered new caravans are going to have them ready for you in April, and I think for the most part we're going to succeed. So here we've got Ray and Alex just stopping the road, just to wait for a new, I think it's Pemberton Marlow coming in, but really nice to see, because what with Brexit and everything else, we've had many problems, and one of them was windows and soft furnishings and that sort of stuff in caravans. So very pleased to be able to see the caravans coming in. So not only have we got the caravans, but an extraordinary amount of decking this year. This is something else which has suffered from Brexit. The price of timber has gone up significantly. That I know has been causing John problems in the purchasing of his decking. But he he fortunately foresaw that and forward ordered a considerable amount of timber, which is what you can see stacked up here. So moving on to the rest of the site, some of this work that we're showing now is the work from the outside of the offices. So we're just putting a drain in to take away the water. Also some more electrics going in there, and then back to the inside of the office. Tremendous amount of work going on this winter, and I think there's been quite a lot of pressure on everybody to keep moving as far as reasonably possible, and the double whammy of both COVID and Brexit is amazing in the way that it's dealt with us. But keep pushing forwards on our plans. The start of the year we were going to extend our play area again for toddlers and have a bit of a woodland trail. We pushed that back, and we've started to do that work, and that will be complete by the time that you all come back. Lots of deer with us at the moment, which is quite nice to see. Although they are eating us out of house and home, but it is lovely to see the deer on the park. The staff have been absolutely brilliant throughout this period. You can see that we're still under COVID regulations. People having the lunch in the Land Rover. There's Matt, Gary on the other side, and so we keep apart as a team as far as possible. Equipment stays with the same person throughout the day, and we're very careful about what we're doing up here, and we'll continue to do that during the season. And so much so that what bit of the office block is left is people are not allowed in, deliveries are not allowed in, and we only allow people in as far as the door. But work's continued out on site. It's the bin compound that's been done. Morris and Emma in this particular case have been working together since they came back, which is great. One of the things that we found with COVID was that we didn't actually have enough equipment to separate them off, and so this is our new purchase, our new John Deere 2550. This tractor is actually 30 years old and comes with quite a fancy heritage, but that perhaps for another day. So yes, we've had to change the way that we've done things so that we can share equipment and share equipment safely. So moving on inside, some of the electrical work that I showed you before and the trenches were to do with 2 new EV chargers for cars that are coming to the park. EV charging is something which we know is going to cause us a problem, and there are certain areas where we do have a little bit of capacity, and certainly in the middle area we are going to put 2 EV chargers to start us off and see where that goes. So from me, I just want to thank everybody for your patience, and thank you for your understanding over, once again, what's been a difficult time, and also last year as well. Thank you very much for your custom, and just to say that we can't wait to be open. Everybody's excited about it. We've got a direction of travel, and I've got to say that Skelwith will never have looked better by the time that you come back in mid-April. So until then, goodbye.